Hello there, my name is G1 Optimus, and today I am here with a special guest, Iron GT9.
Hello.
We are the two Titan bros of our noob tribe, because technically we're the only Titans here, but you know, whatever. Basically, there has been a couple of updates recently. I would have shown you earlier, but in the meanwhile, I was just kind of busy with schoolwork and exploring. Basically, where do you think we're sitting? Well, we're sitting underneath where the tower is. Basically, this used to be an off-zone place where you can always die, but now they removed it to where you can actually be alive here. So basically, me and Iron JT9 are gonna be exploring some of the new things. So, let's begin. Actually, I didn't plan about this. I don't know how we're gonna get up. Never mind, I totally planned this. Oh, what? I died! Well then, that happened. Well,
That's gonna go in the montage, right?
montage. Okay, well, first thing, the new thing you actually notice is that your inventory, the screen is blue now, and you have your little Titan, or whatever mark you are right there. We'll get into some other stuff. Ornaments are now here. You can also put your chromas in here. This is where apparently chroma goes. Missions, I don't know why this is called missions. Nothing new with the inventory space or anything, just how it looks. For where the quest lines are, you can actually, you bounty the bottom, factions on the side. It used to be the opposite, but you know, Bungie likes to be the opposite. And
Bungie has changed the bounties so many times.
I know, right? And then here's the quest line, still in the same place. But not only that, your moments of triumph are here, so you don't need to save that book. Also, Rise of Iron, the record book of Rise of Iron. You cannot access this right now. You need to purchase, but no one can actually access it. And if you read the things, it's like the Rise of Iron, Meticulous Collector. I think Meticulous Collector, I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's gonna be like those shards of Siva, fully charged and Dragon of Light. Those are the new things. Jay, how are you liking this this update?
Really exciting. Finally get to like experience some kind of Rise of Iron a little bit, sort of.
A little bit. Okay. Well, moving on, we're gonna go over to the exotic blueprints, prints, whatever. Now, if you guys didn't know, most of the YouTubers already posted this, but I just want to show you guys something. Yeah, I know, I don't have all the exotics. I have no Land Beyond, it's just I don't feel like wasting my legendary marks buying a Year 2 and Dark Drinker. I still need to get that. So basically, we're gonna start from primaries. Now, if you want to look, the Hollow Supercell. Now, this one is technically my favorite. If you see, they added in, you can preview the ornaments. So the first ornament is called Not a Toy. And basically, it looks like this. It looks like a child just, it looks like camo a little bit. And then it looks like a child just put paint all over it. Now, I don't know why it's called Not a Toy. I guess because it looks like a real gun. I don't know. But yeah, that's called Not a Toy. Next off, we have Shock Hazard. This is one of my favorite for the Hollow. There's only two, but whatever. But if you see, it's this, a Thunder God right here. Oh wait, why did it go? Oh, this is called Shock what now? Shock Hazard. And this is by far my favorite for the Hollow. This looks amazing. Iron, which one did you like?
I like Shock Hazard.
Shock Hazard.
I love the kind of black, but yet a little bit of neon blue. And Not a Toy kind of reminds me of a hunting gun. I don't know.
I can see that actually. I see it now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But the Hollow.
The Hollow. Also, if you didn't know, Fabian's strategy actually got buffed. Range and stability has got buffed, so I think it's now a usable weapon now. If you don't know, this thing has been through a couple of buffs. The front lines perk didn't work, and then they made it so that it does work, and now this. So that's actually pretty cool. Class exotic weapons do not have ornament. Sadly, it would have been cool if this thing actually like looked like a real military weapon. Maybe, I don't know. We got Herd Light does not have one, sadly. Source Regime, but Monte Carlo, we have seen this in the trailer. So basically, the first one's called Super Spy, which is basically a black and red. Why does this not say? Oh, okay, I got it. It's black and red, and I guess gray. And this looks really cool. What do you think, Iron?
The black and red one, yeah, Super Spy, I like it. I really do. Kinda gives it some pizzazz to it.
Pizzazz? What does that mean?
I don't know, it's like pizzazz.
Pizzazz. I'm gonna go look that up, what that means. And then we get something called the Royal Flush, which is kind of the weirdest name. But it, if I can show you, this one's golden and black, and this is kind of pimped out. Why is this? Please cooperate with me.
I think you just have to hit it once and just let it go.
Oh. No, that's not working for me.
Oh. Yeah, it just turned, I don't know.
Ah, whatever, Destiny logic. And I think this one's my favorite. I don't know, Bungie loves the knives on the guns. It's weird. So yeah. Then, what else was there, Iron?
Hawkmoon.
Ooh, yeah, Hawkmoon. This is one of my favorite guns in Destiny. First one, we have something called Carrion. Sorry if I'm butchering everything. But this one is kind of like a Red Death sort of vibe. If you see the blood spatter on the front of it, and the barrel actually has like some different designs, I believe. Yeah, it does have different designs. The bottom lights are now red, and the handle is wooden. Please, Bungie, cooperate. Is wooden, which is pretty dang cool. It kind of reminds me of like Walking Dead a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you guys want to take a look at that, that looks cool. And then Heroes is personally my favorite, Moonglow, which is the pimped out Hawkmoon. And oh my gosh, this looks so amazing. The golden feathers with the black, and then on the bottom of the handle, it's kind of like royalty feel. It's like a royalty feel. So basically, also the lights, I believe, is yellow. If Bungie cool, yeah, and yellow, and this is really cool. Next one is, I don't know. I feel like they should have gave something for Bad Juju. I would have loved Bad Juju. Mida. Okay, wait. Before I go to Mida, I forgot. No Time to Explain got a buff or whatever. Head Seeker. Body shots with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time. That's pretty cool. It's like set perk. They added that into it. Also, people and YouTubers have been using Bullion Gemini because it now has high caliber round, and this thing already has such high impact. And what do you get? With aggressive ballistic, and what do you get? Killer machine. High caliber rounds make you flinch a lot. Also, the last thing for the thing is Touch of Malice would now remove Blessings of Light when it kicks in, which kind of sucks because when you're a Titan, you put two Titans in the middle, and one with Blessing, one's with weapons. So I don't know how this is gonna work now, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, but I
Mida.
don't think anybody's gonna really do King's Fall after Rise of Iron comes.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Iron, go over Mida. So we got the Mida.
Mida multi-tool. Alright, so the first ornament is Special Ops. And I personally really do like this. Kind of gives it, like, it kind of reminds me of like a really military style gun. Not really that Mida wasn't already, but it just kind of gives it more of a look.
Yeah, I kind of like how they add like an attachment on the bottom, like a flashlight.
Yeah, The second ornament is Arctic Survivalist. This one gives it kind of. This one gives it a an Arctic feeling. It kind of, honestly, kind of feels good, or not feels good. Would kind of blend in, I'll say, in the new terrain coming with Rise of Iron.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
All the snow. And I was looking, and I just it looks very. I think it would look very good with all the surrounding snow in it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So next thing we are moving on to is Telesto. Yeah, the specialist. Now the first one we have Queen Command, which is Petra, in memory of Petra, who died in a car accident, or space accident, or whatever you want to call it. But the thing is, they don't give descriptions. It's just called Queen's Command. I bet when the ornament does come out, it will give it a thing. So this is it, and then the next one is certainly my favorite, is the Lingering Vestige, which is it actually moves. Yeah, the ornament actually moves. Just stare at it. So this one's blue and it actually moves. So that's just my favorite part. It moves.
Yeah, I really like it. I just like blue.
The blue.
Looks amazing.
So then Iron, you want to do invective for us?
Yeah, sure. All right, invective. All right. The first ornament is Storm's Reproach, I believe.
Reproach, I think.
Reproach.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Which kind of gives it a. Kind of reminds me of like a volcano, kind of like a molten rock kind of look.
I see that.
Wow.
Yeah.
The second is Iconolist, which alright, gives it a red tint. But that's pretty much it. It's kind of like red.
Have you ever seen that shotgun called In Times of Need?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. And also, it also's got the like little wraps around the handle and stuff.
Yeah. I guess. Oh wait, and I'm pretty sure everybody is gonna be happy with this. Universal Remote got put into its rightful place. If you don't know, it actually got nerfed by, I believe, impact and range, so it won't give you the full extent range even when you have Hammerforge with this thing. It is gonna be a pretty still. It's gonna be like an average shotgun now, not like a freaking sniper. Oh, and if you guys want to call it something else, back then it was called the Universal Salt Maker. I know I just made that name up, but you know, it just made me salty.
And then I believe Truth is the last one, so I'll let you do that one.
Wait, was there like nothing in specials, like the snipers?
No, I looked at all of them.
Oh, okay. So the last one, luckily Dark Drinker doesn't have a one because I don't even have that. Truth. Basically, the rocket launcher. After there was a nerf to grenade and horseshoes, where it procs a little bit later, but this wasn't affected by the Truth because it's an exotic, which is pretty cool. So first off, we had the Heart of Gold, which is another pimped out rocket launcher. Look at that. Look at that. That's a totally pimped out rocket launcher. Next we have is the Prototype, which is kind of like there's like a bunch of schematics on it and warning signs and all that stuff, and it gives it like a feel that like Truth wasn't just like it's like a machine made by humans or whatever, and it was like it took careful time to design it. So basically that's what it oh, and also if you notice, none of the exotics have the Taken King symbol right above it. I don't think the legendary armor has that either. No, everything got removed with the Taken King symbol.
Well,
exotics.
you hover over it.
What?
You hover over the weapon and look in the top right.
Oh yeah, but it won't show it like on the small screen.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Basically, next is That's I mean, that's pretty much it. Also, people have been getting trespasser. I have not. Cap, seriously, ruining my recording. Great. That's just what I need. Basically, when you what like you can get trespasser from secondaries. This was, I don't believe this was a mistake because they Activision texted back saying that trespasser, yep, enjoy for Rise of Iron. I guess they're trying to get people hyped for Rise of Iron or something else. Next thing is that I don't have a picture right now, but I'll put it up here. Is that when you look and inspect packages from factions, they actually show that there's a sparrow that you can get. I have tried to get this. I don't think you can actually get it. What was last thing? Was there any? Oh yeah, there's nothing going on with the vault or anything.
Private matches.
Private matches, and there's two more things before we go check into that. If you haven't known that there was a bug with boots, and you can get them at above 335. Basically, I got my Pilgrim Greaves at 338. Now, this happens to be a glitch, and I don't think they'll be able to fix it. That's the thing. It does affect your light level. It just brings it up. You're still gonna be 335. Nothing's gonna change, but yeah. And lastly, my favorite is, yeah, you can tell that the merc items are now being affected by shaders. Here, let me go through some. I got a lot of shaders. Ascended Plane shader will be the same. That shader, I don't even know. It's now it's gonna be blue. The Chirograph red. The Ceros will be silver, and Ceaseless would now be blue as well. I go with, oh, what about Old Guard? Oh yeah, it's gonna be black. Yeah, but this is my favorite shader, and so that's basically it.